London just witnessed one of the year's most dazzling royal spectacles, and all eyes were on the Wales family. Trooping the Colour 2025, the grand military parade held annually to celebrate the monarch's official birthday became more than just pageantry this year. It was a powerful symbol of resilience, tradition, and continuity. With King Charles III presiding over his third official birthday celebration as monarch, all the key players in the royal family showed up in style and significance. But the spotlight, without a doubt, was stolen by Prince William, Princess Kate, and their three young royals, George, Charlotte, and Louis. This event, steeped in centuries-old tradition, took on a deeply emotional and celebratory tone this year. It marked not just the king's ceremonial birthday, celebrated in June despite his actual birthday being November 14th, but also a collective return to public life for several members of the royal family, following a year shadowed by serious health battles. And the public? They showed up in droves, lining the Mall in central London as though time had turned back and the monarchy was once again in full flourish. Crowds erupted into applause as the royal family emerged in full regalia, regal, radiant, and remarkably united. The Wales family's iconic entrance. In what can only be described as a masterclass in modern royal fashion and symbolism, the Wales family made a striking entrance. Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, radiated elegance in a bespoke aqua coat dress by Catherine Walker, a favorite designer who has long helped shape her royal wardrobe. Complementing her refined silhouette was a wide-brimmed hat by Juliette Botterill that added a dash of old-school glamour, the kind reminiscent of 1980s Diana or early Elizabeth II. But what truly made her ensemble stand out were the details. Kate wore a pair of pearl drop earrings once owned by the late Queen Elizabeth II, anchoring her deeply to the legacy of the monarchy. Pinned to her dress was the Irish Guards regimental brooch, an emblem of her role as Colonel of the Irish Guards, a nod to duty wrapped in understated prestige. Beside her, Princess Charlotte, now 10 and fast becoming a fashion icon in her own right, wore a soft aqua dress that subtly echoed her mother's look. Her signature braids framed a face that was composed, poised, and already displaying the grace of a seasoned royal. But what melted hearts across the nation was her brooch, a delicate heirloom once worn by Queen Elizabeth II and last seen during the Queen's funeral in 2022. For a child, it was a poignant, almost cinematic nod to the lineage she represents. Charlotte sat beside her mother, her posture mirroring Kate's. Meanwhile, George and Louis sat opposite, wearing tailored navy suits paired with red ties, mirroring their father's military regalia with impressive maturity for their ages. Prince William on horseback, a royal throwback. Prince William, heir to the throne and already stepping into an increasingly visible public role, made a commanding appearance on horseback. Riding a horse named Darby, gifted to Queen Elizabeth by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, William looked every bit the future king. Wearing the ceremonial uniform of the Welsh Guards, complete with a somber black armband in tribute to the recent Air India crash victims, William embodied both tradition and modern relevance. It was a subtle but powerful statement. A royal not just dressed for ceremony, but one tuned into the world's tragedies and realities. "I am in remission and focusing on recovery," she wrote on social media in a rare and heartfelt statement that rippled across the globe. Not just of survival, but of strength. The monarchy, renewed trooping the color, has always been about continuity, about power passing down through generations, about celebrating not just a king, but a kingdom. This year, it became a story of renewal. From young Prince Louis's cheeky waves to Charlotte's graceful poise and George's quiet confidence, the next generation stood ready. From William's stalwart composure to Kate's courageous elegance, the future monarchs reminded Britain why they still matter. And from King Charles himself, standing on that balcony with Camilla at his side, there was a quiet, unmistakable message. The crown may feel heavy, but it will not be dropped. In a world often weary of institutions and power, the royal family delivered a moment that was, at its core, human, dramatic, dignified, and deeply British. One for the history books. Trooping the Colour 2025 wasn't just another parade, it was a statement, a resurgence, a chapter in the living drama of Britain's royal family, and one that will be remembered as the moment the monarchy reminded everyone it still has the power to captivate, inspire, and endure. Long live the king and the family that stands beside him.